Tiny house people have a saying that home is where you park it, but not all parking spots are created equal. And today here in Northland, New Zealand, we're about to visit an incredible tiny house that found a truly remarkable place to call home. Hey Paula, how are you?
Hi Bryce, nice to meet you.
It's lovely to meet you. G'day Liam, how's it going, mate?
Hi Bryce, good thanks. Welcome to our home.
Thank you very much. I'm so excited to be here, and your home is absolutely beautiful.
Thank you, yeah,
Thank
we're
you.
really pleased with how it turned out.
It's such an unusual color combination that you've used in this house as well, between the light cedar and the white metal. It just makes the house look really welcoming, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We wanted to match the inside with the outside, having a nice, bright and fresh and eerie. And I think we achieved it.
Yeah, it's nice and bright. It suits, I think, where the house is, rather than it being dark, which is the popular option right now.
Now you sort of very casually say where the house is, but oh my God, look at where your house is. This view is unbelievable.
Yes, we are really happy to be here and can't complain really, can we?
Very fortunate. I can't believe that we found a bit of land like this, which is very rare.
Yeah.
So very, very lucky.
So how did you find this place?
We posted on just heaps of Facebook pages, just local community boards, and got some offers. And we're quite lucky to go and view quite a few. And then we got this offer. I just couldn't say no.
Yeah, we just kind of kept our radius quite far, just to give ourselves lots of options to get the land that we did really want. And the searching stopped when we saw this one. Yeah.
And so you're renting the land here?
We would love to say that we own it. But renting, which we're really happy with because it's not a lot of money. And when you're living tiny, financially, we're very free.
So what was it that actually inspired you to live in a tiny house?
Well, we were living in Tauranga when we decided to get a tiny, and because the house prices were just a bit crazy. And then it kind of got us into the idea of downsizing and living tiny. But then once we looked into it, we really started to love it. So even if we won lotto, I'd still stay in a tiny house, you know, because it was our dream for 2 years.
We always wanted to live minimalistically, not have much stuff, and just be out in nature, which it's perfect for us.
And can you tell me a little bit about the design of the house?
Yeah, so we wanted to keep it quite big, but still keep it road legal. So that's why it's more of the traditional rectangle rather than anything different. But it still looks great, I think, and we've got the cedar and then the bright corrugated iron. And I wanted as much cedar as possible because I think it just looks great. And vertical as well. I love the look of vertical. So yeah.
And then you've got all of these windows that are just taking full advantage of that view.
Yeah, we wanted lots of windows. And we've got the door that can just fully open, and this window can fully open.
Just letting a lot of light in and fresh air in, which I think is very important, living in a small space especially. Yeah, I love it.
And what size is the tiny house here?
8 meters long and 2.7 wide and 4.2 high.
Great size, because that does allow you to stay road legal, but it still is a really comfortable sized home, isn't it?
It's very spacious.
It is.
And you've got the outdoor shower here as well, which is such a great addition, especially when you live so close to the beach like this.
Yeah, that was a must for us. I think for me it was one of the first things on my list of wants.
It was, yes, I can confirm.
Yeah, we didn't want to drag sand through the house because we'll be going to the beach a lot. We've got so many options for beaches here, so we're very, very lucky.
We are ready for summer, yes.
You certainly are. And what about power and water here? Because I see you've got the water tank sitting there by the house.
Yeah, so power, we are connected to the grid. In future, I want to go off-grid with the power with solar panels. That's the dream. But we are off-grid with the water, collecting rainwater, and it's a 5,000 litre tank.
Great.
So I think it should be good for us, but we can always expand on that if we need to. We actually lived in a camper van for 2 years, so we were already pretty good with conserving water and that sort of thing. So this is really a upsize for us. Yeah.
It was great 2 years of saving money and just getting us used to a small space. So this feels huge, real big.
And what a great way of doing it as well, because as you say, it gets you used to living tiny, but then you also get to save all of the money for the project.
Yeah, so over the 2 years, we managed to save a lot of money, rent-free, working full-time, because this was the goal. So we were pretty committed to saving and managed to save quite a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations. That really is such a good way of doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, already I'm totally enamored with your home. I love the combination of the light cedar with the white iron, and your parking space simply cannot be beaten. And I'm so excited to see inside. Can we check it out?
Good.
Absolutely.
All right, after you. Oh, this is absolutely stunning. It definitely has that sense of spaciousness that's created through all of the white, and yet all of the warmth that comes from the beautiful use of timber in this home.
Yeah, we love the timber look, like timber bench tops, something we really wanted, but to keep everything bright. So we've got little subtle touches of colour as well, but not too much. We didn't want to make it look messy to the eye, so yeah.
Just beautiful. And immediately upon entering this house, we are here in your lounge, and what a wonderfully comfortable space that of course looks out onto your wonderful view.
Yeah, so it's actually storage, and also it folds out for a bed if we have guests or just want to hang out and watch a movie or just have a lazy day.
Yeah, and quite often I just find myself lying down here and watching the view.
Yeah.
Nice big window behind the couch there as well.
Yeah, wanted big windows. You know, it doesn't get much sun in the summer evening, which is good because we've got a lot of cover from the bushes there, but it still lets a lot of light in.
And here in Northland, we're definitely moving into the warmer part of New Zealand, so it's great to see that you've got both the fan and an air conditioning unit in here.
Yeah, I was not sure we would actually need it, but today we had it on because, yeah, we really need it because it's real humid today as well. So I'm really glad that we got it.
Yeah. And then over here, oh my gosh, this really is a dream kitchen, isn't it?
Yes, thank you. Yeah, we love it. It's nice and bright and spacious.
Yeah, it's everything we need and more. We've not filled the cupboards and the drawers. We probably never will. We don't have a lot of stuff. So yeah, there's still a lot of room and we just don't need a lot of stuff. So real happy with it.
Really nice dining table here you've built in as well.
Yeah, so it's a bar and also folds out to be a dining table, or we can get rid of it completely and put it down against the wall. But it allows us to have guests over, have dinner parties, that sort of thing. So you can still do that in a small space, just with creative ideas like this.
And just what a place to sit, have your cup of coffee in the morning and just drink in that wonderful view.
Yeah, the window fully opens completely, which is great. And we wanted more comfortable stools because we find ourselves spending a lot longer than just having breakfast. We spend a lot longer looking at the view. Yeah. So yeah.
Fair enough. I love the colour of the stools as well and how you've matched those to the tiles in the kitchen.
That was quite accidental, I think, but yeah, looks great.
Yeah, I can't remember what came first, the stools or the tiles. I can't remember, but it wasn't planned.
And the sink. I absolutely love what you've done there. Can you talk to me about that?
Yeah, our builder has the idea of, you know, covering the sink with a chopping board, and it looks great because we decided to sink it into the bench top so we could do that, and it just hides it. If you've got dirty dishes, you can hide them away, and more prep space when you don't need the sink as well. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I really like how your kitchen cabinetry flawlessly integrates with the stair design over here as well, which of course has even more storage.
Yeah, so there's a pull-out pantry here, my favorite part of the storage in the kitchen. And yeah, everything here, all the space is used for something. There's drawers, that lifts up, so yeah, beautiful use of storage and space.
It certainly is. And then what do we have over here?
Bathroom's just through there.
Cool, can we check that out?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go.
Oh, this is beautiful. And again, a very spacious bathroom.
Yeah, it's pretty big. You're not in the bathroom very long, so we didn't need it to be overly sized. We wanted most of the space to be in the living areas.
There's also heaps of storage here as well. Here's a space for a washing machine, which we don't have yet, but one day. Hanging space here, more storage there, so yeah, very pleased with it.
Brilliant, so this here is your wardrobe, is it?
Yes, one of them, yeah.
One of them, okay, I like that. Again, beautiful use of these tiles in the shower.
Yeah, we matched the tiles with the kitchen. It wasn't planned, but we decided in the end to match it, and we're glad we did because we love these tiles. I think they look great.
That was actually your choice of tiles.
Yeah, one of the things that I decided on, and I'm pretty proud of myself.
You should be. You've certainly done very well on that one. You've got a really nice vanity here as well, and then this beautiful feature mirror above it. Yeah,
the vanity, it's a floating vanity. I feel like it gives a lot of an illusion of space, so that's something we wanted. I wanted a big mirror. It's not in anyone's way, just against the wall, so it's perfect.
And beautifully backlit as well.
Yes, extra light, yeah.
And then the composting toilet there too?
Yeah, something we wanted to do, and so far it's new, a learning curve, but so far so good.
Yeah.
Great. And so what's above us right now?
This is a spare loft.
The spare loft. Can we take a look at that?
Sure,
Of course.
let's go.
All right. Now, I really like what you've done here with the steps.
This
you.
was an idea from one of your videos actually. We saw it and it was like, that's a great idea. We didn't want a ladder or anything in the way, and it was perfectly just tucked in there.
Yeah, it is. And it's super safe as well, and I think it looks great too.
Cool. Well, should we take a look up there?
Let's
Alrighty. What a great space this is. I really like the feature wall that you've created there.
Thank you. We are very happy with it.
Yeah, originally we were going to put more cabinetry there, but we thought about it and it just would have taken up some space, and we decided to put a nice wallpaper there instead.
So this is quite an interesting area that you've created up here. What do you use this space for?
Well, mostly for plants for now, and some storage, and also future-proofing for kids in future, and have the option of having guests as well. Our teddy bear Henry's got his own loft, so
He certainly does, and I was definitely going to mention the giant teddy bear that's sitting there in the corner. You've got the yoga mat up here as well, but I'm guessing this is not where you do yoga in the house.
it's not the biggest room in the house, so unfortunately not.
And again, as soon as we come to the second level of the house, those views just dominate, don't they?
Yeah, it's a different view again from downstairs and our bedroom. The view was slightly different and it just looks, great view.
It
But
gets better once you go up, I think.
yeah, absolutely.
And then over the other side, we've got your sleeping loft. Can we take a look at that?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. It's great that you've got the platform here, which actually allows you to stand up in your loft.
Yeah, really important. I feel like I couldn't imagine our bedroom without it, because we're up here quite a lot. Not quite tall enough for you, I don't think. But,
Not quite. We're almost there.
but for us, it's perfect. Yeah.
And that also allows for a full height wardrobe here, which is a really great use of space too.
Yeah. I love to see the skylight up here in your loft as well.
Yeah, that was a must for us. Really wanted the skylight. So was prepared to spend a little bit extra money for that.
And especially here where you live, a little bit further out of town, the night skies really can be spectacular, can't they?
They are
Stunning,
amazing.
yes.
Yeah, the stars
Yeah.
are very bright. Yeah.
Yeah. And again, the way that you've designed this loft is so clever, because right now you've got all of the benefits of it being completely open to the rest of the house, but you could so easily shut this off and create a really private space up here if you needed to.
Yeah, I think eventually we might put shutters so we can block off the areas and make them more private. But then still have the option to open them up, because looking, you can see that all the way to the end of the house, it makes things look a lot bigger.
It certainly does. And this loft, it really just feels so comfortable up here.
Yeah, we spend a lot of time up here just, relaxing. It's perfect. And you got the view. It looks different from downstairs again because we're higher up. You can see more of the beach down there from here. So it's great.
What's it like to wake up here and just get to look out onto that each and every day?
Pretty special.
You just don't want to
Yeah.
get up and go to work or do things.
Yeah, when we
Yeah.
get up for work, it's usually just sunrise is shining. The sun rises right there. So pretty special. Yeah.
It certainly must be. And you're right. I imagine leaving this place to go to work would not be easy.
Not at all. It's not hard. It's very hard.
And so how long have you been living in the tiny house now?
So it's been about 2.5 months, so
Yeah, so still pretty
very
fresh.
but
Yeah.
it feels right. Feels like we've been here forever.
Yeah, it still feels
Yeah.
like there's a lot to do around the house. I want to put a deck out eventually as well.
More plants.
And more plants. Yeah. So that'll come within the next few months, I think.
Yeah, and particularly with this window also being able to open up fully, it'd just really extend the living area, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'll basically double the size of the house, and in the climate we're in, we can spend so much time outside.
So you've been saving up for this tiny home for a while, dreaming of the tiny home for a while. How would you say that life here is living up to your expectations?
It's great. We love it. It still feels huge. Moving from the camper van here was a big upgrade, but we love it. We really do.
Yeah, it's, the parking spot as well. We couldn't have dreamed of it. And having our own home, it's really lived up to what we
We're
dreamed
very
it would
lucky.
be.
Yeah.
Very lucky, yeah. It feels really good because I don't think we'd ever be able to afford our own home with the house prices right now.
We don't really want any more.
Yeah, tiny house became the goal and we got it. We're financially free and it just takes the stress off financial stress. And I never thought we'd better park it in a spot like this. Because if we owned a home, we wouldn't be in a spot like this.
Having no neighbors around.
Yeah, so it kind of made us, we worked hard and we're so happy that we managed to do this.
Living tiny also allowed me to open my own little takeaway plant-based coffee shop, which I didn't think would be possible ever, really. But dreams come true. And things are working out for us very well.
And can you tell me about the cost that was involved in building this home?
Yeah, so it cost us, it was about 130,000, which I was very pleased with. I think the quality of the build is very high. And we spent extra on things like the showers all tiled, the hardwood floor. I was very happy to pay the price, yeah.
I think that is a great result, and you really can see all throughout the quality of the items that you've chosen to put in this home, from the double glazing, as you mentioned, the beautiful hardwood timbers, and it really does show, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
And so what would you say is next for you both?
Well, we'll be here for the next few years anyway, and then hopefully we will be able to purchase our own land and put the tiny on that. And then maybe another tiny, who knows, and we might have two together.
Sounds like a great plan, and fingers crossed when you do buy your own bit of land, you'll be able to match that view, eh?
I hope so. I really hope so.
Well, you really have created such a special and beautiful home for you both here. Thank you so much for sharing it with me.
Thank you for visiting.
Thanks, Bryce. It was great to have you.
Paula and Liam really have created such a special home for themselves here. And I think this really is such a great example of some of the incredible opportunities that tiny house living can open up. And right now, I think me and Teddy here can just sit back and enjoy that truly spectacular view.